Greetings, YouTube. Sexting is a term being used by the mainstream media to describe an activity where teens take pictures of themselves or videos, nude or while engaged in sex. They then send these images or videos to friends via their cell phones. It's a fairly silly term because it's derived from texting, but pictures and videos don't have anything to do with textual communication. But that really doesn't matter, I guess. The big controversy is that there are prosecutors that want to take these teens and charge them as distributors of child pornography, which would get them put onto a sex offenders list for the rest of their lives. Now, these are teens taking pictures of themselves and then sending them to friends. Now, I admit, it's not the smartest move ever done, but teens are not the best at deciding what is the best course of action or the unintended consequences of those actions. But then again, I don't know many adults that are good at determining the unintended consequences of their actions. If they were, our economy wouldn't currently be in the crapper. But these prosecutors want to charge these teens as adults, have them registered as sex offenders, and yet they're minors, which is the reason that their picture being taken in the nude is considered a crime. So, are they minors, or are they adults? And for a real twist, in my state of New Hampshire, the age of consent is 16. So an adult who, say, was 35 could legally have sex with a 16-year-old. But if that person were to take a picture of that 16-year-old naked, or if that 16-year-old were to take a picture of themselves and send it to them on their cell phone, they could be charged with possessing child pornography. Now, isn't that a little odd, that it would be legal to have sex with the person in question, but not to possess a picture of the person in question? America has some very skewed ideas about nudity and sexuality. And I think that's the problem. Because the one angle I haven't seen on all these little controversies about this topic I've seen on the news and on the internet, with newscasters and parents throwing their arms up and running around like chickens with their heads cut off, is what if the teens don't care? What if the teens have come to the conclusion that nudity and sexuality are things that you shouldn't be ashamed of, and that it's okay if people see you naked? If America were to toss off its Puritan shackles, maybe we would be a happier, healthier country. Nudity laws have always confused me. It's okay for a man to be topless in most places, but not okay for a woman to be topless. Why? They have the same features: nipples, skin. Admittedly, a woman's breasts are larger than a man's. Well, some men. Some women. And women's breasts do function as mammary glands, while a man's are just completely and utterly superfluous. But it's okay to look at a man's nipples, but not okay to look at a woman's. Which, again, is complete and utter bull. If we could work out these nudity concepts, work out these what is and isn't acceptable, or just toss the whole thing out the window and say, okay, anybody can be naked when they feel like it, a lot of the silliness we see in these laws would go away, and we wouldn't be currently trying to prosecute minors as adults for taking pictures of themselves because they're minors. This whole thing is going to give me a headache.